Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, Ustad Ikram, you're anyway in a unique position that you come from traditional madrasa background, if I am correct,
Mm-hmm.
and if I am
Sure.
mistaken, and now kind of you've gone to the other side. When I say the other side, meaning now you're doing your sort of PhD research, two questions you can take in turn. One question, what are you studying? And second question, how do you find that kind of both different experiences in your sort of study journey, in your learning journey?
Okay, sure. So, the first question I'll answer is what I'm studying. So, I'm doing a PhD at the University of Oxford, and my research topic is, without giving too much away because I'm in the early stages, right? My topic is on ijtihad in the contemporary settings. So, of course, we have, by contemporary settings I mean scholars right now living today. So, of course, we have lots of issues, are new issues, what they call nazila, and you have scholars of various methodologies, different inherited traditions, and they are all attempting to answer the same nazila. So think about cryptocurrencies, for example. Cryptocurrencies, we're experiencing a very bull market right now, and that's a nazila. You won't find cryptocurrencies in the Quran and the Sunnah, or scholars haven't engaged with it from the past. So it's a new issue, and scholars of now they're trying to deal with it. They're trying to answer: is it permissible to buy? Is one obligated to give the zakat on it? So these are questions arising from a new contemporary technology. So we have various scholars across the world, right? And they are all attempting to answer these questions from using different sources, using different people and different sources as their authoritative texts and methodologies. So we have, for example, the Lajna Daima from Saudi Arabia. The way they answer questions is very different. They use different sources, different methodologies, and the scholars that they consider authoritative are maybe different. And you compare that with, for example, the European Council on Fatwa and Research, they have different methods. And compare that with scholars from the subcontinent Deoband tradition, Mufti Taqi, Mufti Rida al-Haq from South Africa, they have different methodologies of approaching these same questions. So my topic, my research is, these are new issues. How are the scholars of the contemporary age answering these questions? What are the sources they're using? And how are they doing ijtihad to solve some of these new problems? So it's a methodological study of the process of ijtihad in these new cases, new issues. And with a specific focus on one pioneering mufti, which is Mufti Taqi Uthmani.
So I know you're at an early stage of your sort of research.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Do you think you're anchored with your topic subject, you're grounded, or there's a possibility of either expanding, shifting?
I would say yes. I'm fairly grounded in what I have to do. I have a clear path on what needs to be done, and right now it's all about execution. It's about execution. It's about getting the research done. It's getting everything written. So everything is in the mind. Everything is planned. So it's just about executing
And
and obviously finding all the materials and the
of course.
research that needs to be done. So before I was doing this. I was doing a master's at the University of Birmingham, and that master's was it's a complete research degree. So I had no teachers, I had no classes, I had maybe 4 meetings with a supervisor, but all of that was just me independently researching. So I'm quite used to having my own time and researching on my own time. So alhamdulillah, because of that, it's just an extension of the work I was doing and research I was doing back then for now. That's what it is.
Okay, then let's move on to our second question.
What was your second question?
The second question that I said, you come from both backgrounds, meaning you come from a traditional madrasa background, and now sort of going into Western academia, and
Yeah.
mashallah, sort of at a leading university. So how do you sort of find that experience, that combination?
Okay, good question. Very good question. I would say, I personally I haven't found a Discord just yet, and that's probably because I've not really moved anywhere. I've not taken any classes. I've not been in the university environment there because I've been at home because of COVID. It's not permitted me to go to Oxford and attend the things that I might have been exposed to. So, Alhamdulillah, I'm quite happy with how things are. So I think this is maybe a difference in PhDs in the UK compared to elsewhere, is that a person has their subject. They have their specific niche, and they're really asked to focus on that niche and figure out what's happening in that specific niche, right? So even if there was a Discord, it wouldn't phase me too much because I'm looking at a very specific issue. I'm looking at ijtihad, I'm looking at fatwa, I'm looking at specific sources. So it won't the discord between a contemporary study of Islam, it wouldn't really affect my specific area of research.
Right. Okay. And I know you were also doing other research work prior to your sort of PhD research in Islamic fields or Islamic areas. Any sort of quick thoughts on that, or can you?
Of course, okay, sure, sure. So I did my ifta at the Whitesbridge Institute with Mufti Abdul Rahman Sahib. So currently I work at the Fatwa Center. I'm there, and I'm one of the research assistants in the Fatwa Center. So a lot of my work goes on answering the questions that the Fatwa Center receives. So I have a certain amount of hours I do, and I give as a khidmah to the Fatwa Center. So that's some of the research I'm doing, uh, aside from my PhD research.
Okay. No, that's good. I mean, you're already sort of in the realm of research, and so does that allow you to come out at any time, take off the gear, get into football or anything else like that?
Oh yeah, I think it's a good, again, like another really good question. I would say yeah, it gives me a lot of time because everything is home based. Because everything is home based, I have my own hours. I work when I want to work, so I'm able to manage my own life very well.
No, of course, you know. No, Jazakallah, thank you for joining us, you know, and it's a pleasure that, you know, we can be part of the journey, and we hope and pray that, you know, people like yourself and others, you know, inshallah, who are already benefiting the community and can benefit more the community, and we are also sort of part of this journey.
May Allah reward you and the work of Gift of Knowledge that you're providing for us and everybody else that you do, inshallah.
Jazakallah.
Ameen.
Keep us in your dua, inshallah, and
Ameen, inshallah.
inshallah we'll catch up some other time, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Salam.